tracking about 300 down. Loosen up his suspenders. Damn course is way too tight. And there's a KK5DR. J5.
7J5, yeah, J5.
KM5QS.
Hello, Lynn.
Evening, Lynn.
Yeah, good evening, y'all.
Pretty doggone on frequency.
Okay, it's according to me. Oh, heck, wow, 735 watts. These Chinese tubes ain't half bad.
At least for now.
Boy.
Well, I'm just running my normal barefoot 130 watts out.
Yeah, that's my drive power. Before the ALC cuts it off. Let me see, drive power is still, it's still close to 100.
What do you say?
I say, 31.
All right then. We're due like the contesters. What did you say again? Please repeat.
Yeah, 5959. What was your call?
Yeah, do that about 4 times. We'll repeat that again, and then oh yeah, you're 5'9".
5-9 in the contest.
Good luck in the compost. Tip for the night, if your 3001 seems to get a little warm, about 5 inches of a wooden dowel rod to prop the top lid open helps a lot.
Heck, I thought all Collins gear came with a little stick that you could pop the top.
I don't think it was original equipment.
Oh, you mean that wasn't original? Everyone I've ever seen was propped up. Well, it was hot in the shop today. It was extra hot when I was welding and wearing a welder's jacket.
Our heat index is still 102 down here.
We got a bunch of skid loaders all breaking apart. There we got a whole bunch of, just finished one this morning, welding it back together, and then there's another one, and I think there's a couple more up there, and Case Engineering is trying to get ahead of it. They're sending parts and say, hey, put them on like this and this and this, and let's see what happens.
Well, see, that's what happens when it gets so hot outside. And hands are figuring out ways to break them so they can take a break.
Yeah, I guess.
We're having a cold front down there, 96.
Yeah. Go get the jacket. Does things sound okay?
Oh yeah, sounds great.
$14 microphone.
This one was a little bit more than that.
Yeah.
Not much though. It was a Hamfest Electro Voice 664.
Not a Hamfest goes by that you don't see one there.
You don't usually see them as pretty as this though. This one's like it was brand new in the box, or that's what it looked like anyway.
Yeah, you look at some of them and go, what the hell were you doing? Driving roofing nails with it?
I had one like that, and believe it or not, I sent it to a guy up the country, and he uses it on the BoatAnchorNet regularly now. But it's ugly. I told him when it was ugly. I just said, you just send me whatever you think it's worth. I ain't got the guts to charge anybody for it.
Yeah, you may not even want to touch it. It's so ugly.
But it works.
I still haven't found that ugly radio that's so ugly I got to keep a towel on it when I'm operating.
Oh, dang it, I had something in mind and then I forgot.
Seems that all those ugly radios don't work either.
That's usually, because very few of them were ugly when they were made. But time and dropping them off the edge of the desk can change that.
They're stacking half a ton of gear on top of it too, doesn't help.
Or opening a can of purple paint and accidentally spilling it halfway over.
Putting a sticker on the thing. Seen radios with big gaudy stickers on them too.
Oh yeah, like the rat thinks on wheels.
Yeah. Why in the hell did you do that?
These are the same people that love to listen to punk rock.
Crackheads.
Well, that may be why they're like that. Their heads have been cracked once too many times.
There you go. I've had radios that had been in a extreme smoking. I think people were team smoking around these things because when I took the cover off, it was coated with a thick layer that you could make fingerprints in of tar and nicotine on the inside. And I literally had to put it in the bathtub with bleach and 409 to clean it.
Oh, was that one you got from Big Al?
No, that's the one I got from another guy I knew over in Austin, and he smoked like a smokestack. All his gear was like that.
I knew a mechanic like that. He didn't smoke, he chewed. And he chewed and dipped and all that kind of crap. And he had CB, he wanted to see if I could fix it for him. And I couldn't hardly, I carried it home in the truck, but I had to put it in the back of the pickup because it stunk so bad. And I got it home, messed with it about 10 minutes. I took it back to him and said, no, it's beyond hope.
Yeah, FUBAR.
He said, well, what's wrong with it? I said, there's so damn much tobacco juice in that microphone, it will never work again.
Yeah, ate it up. Yeah, some Big Al's equipment was like that. Had a lot of little splatter marks on them of tobacco.
You mean like blood spatter at the scene of the crime?
Well, it made sense because the front of his overalls had the same stuff all down the bib, you know.
That's high velocity spatter.
Make a mess running down the whole white beard, don't it?
Maybe a good thing I hadn't had supper yet, because I think I just lost my appetite.
Yeah, you're not as hungry as you were earlier. Who did?
Whiskey 5, was that KOE?
POL.
Okay.
All right, come on in there. Yeah, it's right here. Yes, sir, it is today. Well, we're all over, I'm 50 miles east of Austin, Texas. Roger. JK5DR.
785 EIJ.
KM5QS, about 200 miles south of Austin.
50 miles north of, northwest of Houston.
That was a double with WJ5MS. Is gonna, his location's going to have to be too damn close to Mexico.
We'll join the first responders.
Well, you're in the right place. If you hang out for a while, the BoatAnchorNet will kick up.
They call us first to shoot.
Yeah. They build a wall in your backyard yet?
Well, it ain't in his backyard, but I bet he could see it from his house.
Certainly hear it every time they start a ruckus over there in Reynosa.
They get rowdy once in a while?
I just had some. No, never mind.
Nah, you don't need to go there, Jay.
No, we don't need to be doing anything similar to. It really wasn't similar to Roseanne's tweet, but that came to mind.
Yeah, and I noticed that the White House spokesman came out and said, where's our apology to President Trump for the vile things that the liberals have been saying? It's no different than what Roseanne said.
Yeah, he tweeted something. So he didn't defend her, but he said, "Well, where's my apology from the head of ABC about all the stuff they've been?" Maybe I missed the call.
How come they fired all that trash on the View?
Well, they let them say anything.
Yeah, according to Old Joy, all Christians are wacko because Jesus talks to them. I'm sorry, no offense toward David up there. I should say she intimated that we were all completely unhinged, crazy, psychotic.
I heard that too, Jay, and I just figured she's just jealous because she couldn't find a bed partner.
I thought the rednecks hated that fat girl after she sang the Star Spangled Banner.
Well, she's never exactly been an icon, if you want to look at it that way.
Well, she's on like her fourth or fifth 15 minutes of fame right now.
Yeah, don't get us wrong, George. We're not defending her. She screwed up big time.
Well, she blew it. She had a second chance at a career. Bye-bye.
She'll survive.
Yeah, I don't think she's too worried about it.
I'll trade you a piece of a wall for 3 condominiums.
Yeah, they're kind of like walls. They're really tall.
Some people like them. They'll be building them out at your place, Matt, before you know it.
No, they're too busy with Austin right now. It's packing them in as tight as they can, and only multimillionaires can live there.
Condominiums, isn't that Latin for mini rubbers?
Surprised how quickly it's building to the east.
Well, they're doing it in your neighborhood over there too, George. They're knocking down some of the old houses, and the city has rezoned a lot of them for multi-resident, which means they can put in small condo complexes in there. They'll take one of those lots like you're on there, George. They'll knock your house down and put in 12 condos on that thing.
Well, that's not really the way it works. You got to watch some more news. It has to do with something Code Next. If Code Next passes, I could build 8 houses on my little piece of property here. But the condos are all going east, right towards Page and out there, because the taxes are less.
I'll be dead and gone before they ever reach here.
Hey, Matt.
Yeah.
Did you miss what I said, or you just ignored it?
I think I missed it.
Oh, I said condominiums. Isn't that Latin for prophylactics in bulk? I mean, they cover the same type of. Well, anyway.
Yeah, they cover the same people.
I'd apologize, but I try not to do anything I don't mean.
Don't apologize, and old pygmy down in New Guinea, amen. Still damn funny.
Yeah, it's funny right there. I don't care who you are.
That's some funny stuff right there.
Hadn't heard much out of him lately. You reckon he's made enough he can sit back and relax for a while? Ouch.
They're on like the 3rd or 4th blue collar comedy tour again. They got back together and they're all on that tour again.
Oh, okay. Well, he's just piling it up then.
Yeah, it's like he needs any more money.
Well, there's never enough for them kind-hearted redneck dudes. They might just give it all away. Maybe he's going to help Big T build a wall.
Maybe.
Or maybe he's needs some more to go to the next gun show and get ready for those that get over the wall.
Build ladders on each side there. There you go. Go down there and start me a ladder building company.
Well, put the ladders at specified intervals. That way you know where to set your point of aim up.
Yeah, on the opposite, on the state side of the wall, we'll have red markers showing where the ladders are on the other side.
Yeah. Then you can sit out there and do like whack-a-mole. When the head sticks up, you pull the trigger.
If you want to solve the problem right now, you put a bounty on illegals, $100 a head. And man, there will be people down there bringing in busloads.
For true believers, you could put $10 an ear.
Well, the one stipulation is you got to bring them alive. You know, we don't pay anything for the dead one.
So you ought to pay double for the dead one.
You get to keep the dead one. You'll dress them out any way you like.
Remember the Deep South when they all used to have the little lawn jockeys out there?
Hey, there's still some of them around.
I know.
In fact, right down the street, I think there's one in my neighbor's driveway.
I thought the NAACP had all those declared racist artifacts.
Oh, they just changed the paint. They painted it with a lighter shade. You know, more brown instead of black now, and they're all good with it now.
Oh, okay.
Put a little sombrero on them there. Oh, it's all good now.
What they ought to do is start building them out in the image of Kim Kardashian.
They ain't enough concrete for that, bud. And there's a KK5VR.
WA5VIJ.
KM5Q. If I'm going to get something to nibble on, I'll be back.
Just keep hanging out there at TOL. 30 minutes and it'll be all taking place. Then you can check in there.
So imagine Lynn may already have him on the list.
Actually, I didn't. I wasn't sure exactly what his call was.
Whiskey 5, Tango Oscar Lima.
We'll get it.
Got you on the list, man. So when he hollers your call sign, you sing out. I think we're transitioning now, Lynn. I think we're transitioning.
Well, it's all a part of growing old.
No, on the net, I mean.
Yeah, I'd like to think it only applies to the net, but it doesn't.
Well, we're all, each and every human is always in a state of change.
That's it.
Only thing that stays the same is the constant change.
Entropy is certain, resistance is futile.
Evening, George. WA5VIJ.
Hello, Joe. WB5TXW. You doing all right?
I'm looking forward to the finest hour of ham radio.
Well, it certainly has to be better than this.
Anything's better than this. Well, the only thing better than it is the WTF net on Friday evenings.
WK5R.
Evening, Rusty.
Howdy, Rusty.
Whoever else is there.
There's a mess of them out there, Rusty.
I heard a mess up a while ago when I walked by, but I didn't stay long enough to pay enough attention to figure out who they were.
Well, everybody's getting loaded.
I didn't think they did that till Friday night.
Yeah, especially for the WTF net.
Yeah.
Rusty, you out for the summer?
Not yet. I got 2 more days, and then I'm actually going to be working during the month of June, summer school deal.
Well, just think of all that money you're going to make.
Do what?
Just think of all that money you're going to make.
Yeah, every little bit helps there, Ralph.
Every dollar helps.
I'm not going to be driving at summer school unless something happens to one of the other drivers. I'm going to be monitoring on the special needs bus. But I know why they put me on there, because I have experience with the lift gate with, for the wheelchair students, and also have experience with students with mental problems.
Hey, don't talk about us like that.
Oh, I apologize, Dave.
The WTF, National Geographic's got a show named WTF. It stands for Weird, True, and Freaky.
Well, that can accurately describe Friday nights on here.
Well, actually, I had a ham friend that had MD, and I drove him around a lot. He had he had one of those liftgate doors on his van, and then I had a cousin that was born with cerebral palsy. He's dead now, so I had experience working with him.
Yeah, I was more thinking of the person that tunes across here on Friday evening and goes, "What the?"
Yeah. Okay. I thought that I have with the mental problem was only the stupid forward.
Or we could call it the stupid forenet.
No, don't do that, then they'll be trying to check in.
Oh, no, we don't want that.
Boy, he liked to make a mistake, didn't he, Jay?
Man, that could have been terrible.
We'll keep it to WTF net, that way, that keeps everybody confused.
Yeah.
Well, we can take Navajo. Yucca hay.
Yeah, it's military psyops. You confuse and confound the enemy.
Well, it works on North Korea. And I think it's working on the Democrats.
Oh, they're just happy as hell to say, oh, it'll never work. No, Trump can't pull nothing off. It's futile. Don't worry about it. Just keep everything the way it is. That's the attitude of every president for the last 50 years.
Yeah, I was watching an old episode of Jag a while ago. They with the help of a female, I think it was Israeli soldier. They rescued a Marine over there, and they were in this car going out across the desert. And I guess it was might have been one of the Israelis. I'm not sure.
helicopters was after it. It looked like one of them rusted bait deals, you know, with the big wings on it. They're going out across there. They're coming up on this sand dune. And, they're getting a little too close for comfort. About that time from behind that sand dune, stopped up an Apache attack helicopter. That Russian helicopter didn't last very long. That old boy really was in that Apache. He fired one missile, and that Russian chopper went up in a blaze of blades.
Helicopters a lot of times do that without even shooting at them.
That little Apache attack helicopter, that's a wicked little helicopter right there.
The only reason helicopters get off the ground is because they're so ugly, the earth pushes them away.
Like opposite repel. Opposite track, you like it. I like repel, that's what it is, like a magnet.
KK5DR.
WA5 ERJ.
KM5Q. S, excuse me.
And WK5R.
All right.
Yeah, I'll be back again. I'm going to get another sandwich. KM5QS.
JB.
I hope he forgets to cut his tire back so it burns out his trap.
Well, I'm gonna roll out of here. Y'all have fun with the Boat Anchors Unlimited coming up in 15 minutes. Y'all have a good one. KK5DR.
Even Matt, WA5 Yacht Jack.
See you later, Matt. WK5R.
WD 586.
WA5EIJ.
You still on your solid state rig? I'm wondering if it's going to be our standard here in a minute.
Oh well. At least it's worth a try. Can't pass to it.
Okay, you on it right now, Jay?
Do what, well,
Are you still on a solid state device?
no, I'm on the college.
Okay.
KWOZ.
Oh, Dan.
Low J, low Lynn, low Joseph. Is it, man? KWOZ, WA5EIJ. Man, here they come. The musicians are arriving. National tune-up frequency never fails.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to switch rigs again.
Why?
Because this rig failed on me after about an hour and 2 nights ago, and the same thing's happening again. I can't believe it.
Well, it sounds good right now.
I got it on receive, though.
WB5TXW.
I'll be back in a minute, y'all, in case I know why.
Okay.
Well, it fixed itself.
The miracle of modern technology.
Something weird. I may be making a quick stuff out there.
You may have to do a deoxit on RSA.
I don't know what it was. It sounded like the ABC failed on it, but it's back.
Does it have an RSA?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe need a little cleaning.
Yeah, that part's okay, Jay.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Jay.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I just happened to see that Gigaparts has got a picture of the Kenwood 890 in their ad there today to make a send in for a reservation to get your name on the list.
Are they giving you a price?
No.
And I think somebody said they thought it would be between 3 and 5. Up at Dayton, they were saying between 5 and 9. But that's way too much money. 3 and 5 is probably closer.
3 and 5,000?
Yeah.
Man. I was born.
Personally, I think if they're going to sell any of them, they're going to have to do it between 2 and 3,000.
Man.
Am I anywhere close to frequency?
Right on the dot.
Yeah, hello, Bob. Yeah, you're fairly close, I think.
You read on to me.
I was doubling with somebody there and I didn't know it.
Yeah, that's Bob out there. Yeah. And he's pretty close, too.
Yeah.
Hello, Bob.
Hello, Bob. Hello, Rusty.
Hello, Dan. Hello, Bob. Hello, everybody else.
Hello, Freddie Joe. I know you're listening.
Do what, Bob? Wow. It's pretty warm here. It wasn't, I don't know if it was that hot, but we had a little breeze. But with the heat index, it's still 100, I think.
We had 97 up here. Yeah, it didn't feel like it outside.
We hit TFH here.
You had what?
TFH.
Yeah.
You should be able to figure out what that is.
I can figure it out, but I can't interpret it.
Very much the same as CDH.
Yeah, that'll work.
I think I know what it is. I got it.
If they do, they won't say it loud enough so I can hear it, because they know they're in trouble.
Not anymore.
Oh, yeah, they will on their bushes.
Oh, Sammy.
Greetings and salutations.
Oh, them.
Hello to all you fine fellas.
WA5EDX on or close to frequency.
You're just about there. I think I'm pretty close.
Got the microphone fixed, Bob.
Well, that was my next question. Well, I fixed it by just taking it out of the case and pulling all the guts out here on the workbench. So, that's the way it likes to run. Cool.
Well, you're fixing to take that radio you're on right now, Mark?
No, it's powered. IF board's laying over here on the beach, dangling.
Well, it sounds good that way. Leave it alone.
Well, I may have fixed it by just, I reached in here to wipe some dust off of part of the chassis and had the mic in one hand, touched something with the other hand. It felt like about 300 volts. So dropped the MC50 mic. So that probably jogged the element and fixed it.
Okay, well, whoever's, let's see, Bob, let me see, CXG, you're on the solid state rig. How do you like my frequency tonight?
Well, yeah, it's pretty good.
Want me to leave it alone or move it?
I'd leave it alone right now.
Okay, tell me if it gets on.
Kilo Lima 7, Charlie Delta.
Hey, Lynn.
Evening, Mike.
How you doing, Joseph?
Good, I'm ready for the finest hour of ham radio. How about you?
Happens every week, and I wouldn't miss it.
Jay, how do you want to do this thing tonight? You want to talk first, or shall I do it?
Oh, no, we got a successful format, so no need to change it up.
Oh, okay. My clock looks like we're a minute out or so.
Yeah, a minute and a half, something like that.
Close enough for goal, or what? When does the government ever work?
Well, now that's a darn good question. Not lately.
Not any time in the last 25, 30 years.
It has been pretty sorry.
Oh, by the way, Lynn, that fellow that checked in earlier at TOL, he's in Bigelow, Arkansas.
Yeah, I looked him up. Yeah, it says on the internet his name's Tom.
Yes, sir.
I got him on the list.
All righty then. You may be able to hear him. You're closer to him than I am.
I was hearing him pretty good. Well, y'all ready to do it?
All ready. Y'all make sure you get me on that list tonight.
Okay, I'll tell you what, we'll play it by ear. How about that? Good evening, folks. This is K5LY, and my name's Lynn, and this is the Boat Anchors Unlimited Net. We've been doing this for many years here now on Wednesday evenings. I'm on a Heathkit Marauder that's driving the Collins 30L1, and I'm listening to everybody on a 75A4, and I turned the Marauder on at 1:30 this afternoon, and that's not quite long enough, so it's still moving. So anybody needs to correct my frequency during the course of the net, I won't be offended. We get together here and talk about the early days of single sideband. A lot of vacuum tube radios are heard, some hybrids, and other people that are interested in what we're doing. If you're on a modern radio and you want to come by and say hello, that's fine. Only like to know that you're interested in what we're doing here. Buy-sell trades are welcome if they are boat anchor related. And if you have a technical problem about a radio you're working on, this is a good place to ask a question about it. because likely somebody's been down that road before. Okay, I got about 12, 14 folks here that I wrote down. Let me call the first 6 or 7 or so, and I'll give it to Jay, and he can talk to some folks. Then we'll talk to folks that are lurking out there and want to check in. Does anybody need this frequency for any kind of emergency before we kick off the net? K5LYN. Lynn and Austin, listening? Okay, well, let me talk to my neighbor, Mr. TXW, 15 blocks north of me. How about it, George? K5LYN.
Well, howdy, Lynn, and all around the net from WB5TXW. Tonight on, what a surprise, the S-Line, 32S175S330L1 power supply, and the Tallon speaker box, the only one of them I've ever seen, so I'm glad I picked that thing up. When at one time we stumbled across the Belton Sure 444 microphone and the dipole. So the band's not too noisy tonight, unlike the last couple of nights. It ought to be a good net. WB5TXW back to net.
It's talking up a storm, George. Okay, I'm going to call EIJ, MS, ADC, TOL, 5R, and OJB, and then after that we'll give it to Jay. So, Mr. EIJ, what about it, Joseph? K5LYN.
K5LYN. This is Whiskey Alpha 5 Echo India Juliet, Joseph in Magnolia. Good evening to the BoatAnchorNet for everybody. I'm glad we're all here. Glad to see you guys. You guys are listening to me talk on a Central Electronics 200V. I'm listening to you guys on a Drake R4 Charlie. And I know there's a bunch of people that are anxious, so Lynn, back to you, over.
All right, very nicely done, Joseph. WJ5MS, how about it? K5LYN.
WJ5MS, sometimes known as Far, Far Away Jim, down here in Far Texas, 6 miles out of Reynosa, Mexico. On our TS820 tonight, driving the SB220, and putting all that out there on a 80-meter wire. Just about as low as yours is. Lynn, not much over 20 feet tall, but half the length. But anyway, that's the size of that. Back to net.
All right, Jim. Yeah, my antenna's the same, 15, 20 feet. That's about it, but they seem to work if we get them right. Good to hear you. Nice signal into Austin. All right, let's see if WD5ADC's been teasing us with his Gonset transmitter that I've heard a couple of times this evening. How about it, Rick? What do you say? K5LYN.
K5LYN from WD5ADC. I hope I'm on the right frequency. Yeah, I'm on the Gonset tonight, of course. A Drake 2B and a 3001 amp. I can hear you pretty good this week. Missed last week. Got busy doing something else, but yeah, you're booming in here tonight. You sound good.
Well, thank you. I'm on the Marauder and the 3001. I get about 700 watts out of this, whereas when I'm on my 20A, it's hard to get 400.
Let me see what I'm getting out of this. About 500 watts.
Nice job into Austin.
Yeah, that's about all you're going to get out of this thing. I think it's, what, about 70 watts or so?
Single 6DQ5, of course the early Swans got over 100, but they leaned on it, you know. Gonset was probably a little bit more conventional and a little more conservative.
Yeah, I don't remember, well, I have a hard time remembering, but 40 plus years ago when I had one of these, let's see, I think it did just about 70, 80 watts, so maybe it's just the tube, I don't know.
Well, Swan abused that tube, the 6DQ5, and I'm doing it on the amplifier I have with my 20A. I have 4 6DQ5s in there with 1,200 volts on the plates, and it comes down to about 850 when you key it down. But I've kind of got it maxed out, too. Whatever the case, Rick, you've got a nice signal on a very nice rear transmitter. Back to you.
Okay, yeah, I haven't adjusted this thing, the stereo balance, since I got it on the desk here. And is it still sound pretty good?
Sounds great.
Okay. Well, I guess those new diodes help.
Well, I never heard it not sounding great. If there was a time on there when it didn't, I missed it.
Oh, no, to get it going, I went ahead and put some new diodes in the balance modulator because one of them was just a little off.
Okay, yeah, I understand. Well, you got it right. It's working.
Okay. Well, thanks for talking to me, and 7-3.
Okay, we'll catch up with you soon. All right, W5TOL. Hey, Tom, let's see if we can hear you out there. K5LYN.
K5LYN. I could not talk to y'all last week. I tried. This is, my name is Tom B. I'm located up here in the center part of the state of Arkansas. I'm on a 101 barefooted. My 2100 C, I run it over in my 1200 JZ was on the heat, but I just thought I would break this thing out and see if I could talk to you fellas. Back to you.
Okay, one thing I missed. Are you on barefooted, or is there an amplifier there?
I'm barefooted. My 2100 C, I had it hooked up to my 1200, so I'm just running barefooted.
Okay, well, you're doing a nice job into Austin. Not a strong signal, but 100% copy. And for a barefooted rig this time of day, I mean, the sun's still shining on us here in Austin. So it's afternoon here. You're doing a good job. Back to you for one more. Okay, we'll catch you again. We're here every Wednesday, so come on by more often, Tom. Okay, how about it, Rusty? WK5R, over to you.
Yeah, K5LYN, WK5R. Good evening. We're running the 101, the Racing 101 Double E. And we're driving the homebrew GS35B, about a kilowatt. And the microphone is a Audio Technica AC25, 2035, I'm sorry. It's like a broadcast studio mic, and we're putting that into a homebrew fan dipole. It's about 50 foot. And so far, this thing's hung in there this evening. I think I've got the transmit receipt pretty darn close together, so it's still a work in progress, but I think when Jim gets to that regulator board in there, that'll finish it off. But everybody sounds good tonight, so back to you, man. K5LYN and a boat anchor, WK5R.
Yeah, nice work, Rusty. Strong signal into Austin. And I think all these radios, when we talk about radios 40 to 60 years old, they're all a work in progress. Good to hear you. Nice signal. All right, Mr. OJB. Hey, Denver, talk to us. K5LYN.
This is N5OJB, Denver. I'm in Gonzales, Texas, and I'm talking to you tonight. I'm using a Shure 444 microphone. I'm running that into an FT101EX, and I'm running that EX into an FL2100F, and I'm going from that to a fan dipole up about 30 foot in the air to the apex, and I'm proud as can be, and y'all are all sounding good on this old radio.
Yeah, all right, Denver. You know, the band must be beginning to open up because you got louder as you talked. I mean, big difference in your signal from when you started to when you finished. So things are looking up at that flank. Over.
Hey, Roger. Well, that's good. Honestly, I'm getting about around 500 out of this little amplifier.
Yeah, do me a favor, pull the mic gain down a little bit. Let me see if it sounds a little smoother.
All right, there you go. I got the mic gain pulled out.
I think it's okay like that. Anybody else have any comment about Denver's audio?
It can go a little more.
Okay.
All right, I brought it down some more. N5OJB. Is that low enough?
I think so. Now it sounds more like you. See, it didn't sound quite like you a while ago, so I think you're going the right direction.
Yeah.
Okay, well then, by golly, we'll just leave it there. Well, in fact, I'll put it on number 3.
All right. We'll play with it there, but I think that was moving the right direction. All right, Denver. Anything else for the group this evening?
Oh Lord, no. I think I've given y'all all I can give you tonight.
Okay. That's what it takes. All right, Jay. Well, that looks like about half of what I had written down here. You want to take it for a while I do some zero beating? Pick it up, Jay. K5LYN.
Okay. I may be down the band just a hair, but I'll get it in a minute. Had to leave the room a minute ago. Did you get Rick?
Yeah, I got Rick.
Okay. That's the only one I missed on there. Alrighty. This is Jay, KM5QS, and tonight I am on the Collins KWM2A with the 30L1 312B5 remote VFO 516S2 dummy load and a Collins speaker. Big Collins speaker. 10-inch speaker. Anyway, works great. Makes y'all sound real good. And helping Lynn out with the boat anchors unlimited. So, Ralph, are you still out there in 5 BTM? Well, I thought I heard Ralph a while ago. We'll come back to let's see, Dan, K8WOZ.
Yeah, good evening, Jay and Lynn and everybody else on the boat anchors. I'm surprised. I got a lot of racket, a lot of line noise or something on here tonight, but God, everybody is way above it. Lynn, that Marauder sounds absolutely beautiful, I think. Almost as good as Joseph over there. But George, he's got that S-line percolating like even better than what he had 2 weeks ago. I'm impressed. And Rusty's got that Yaesu really snorting tonight. Oh, he's almost 30 over, and this meter seldom goes up that far. Anyway, that's it. I'm just running the old Kenwood CS837 Collins 30L1 with the antenna's two-band bazooka about 35, 36 feet. And I'm using an MC50 microphone. And while we've been on here, I think I finally fixed fella's Icon 751A. I'm going to try her out here in a few minutes while I'm listening, but maybe I can get that off the bench finally, too. Okay, Jay, thanks for letting me in. You sound really good on that rig. And Denver's got that thing sound good, too. Everybody's really pounding in here. I'm surprised. KWOZ, back to you, Jay.
Well, I'm not surprised. I mean, these people know what they're doing. For the most part, except for me, maybe, but anyway. So I'm using a Electro Voice 638 on it. So I forgot to say that a while ago. Instead of my usual 664A, this one seems to work better on this rig for some reason. I don't know why. But yeah, Rusty and George just sounds great. There for a minute, I figured George must have run a Kenwood in underneath that S-Line, but he is sounding pretty good. Thanks, man. Let's see, Byron, EDX, you in there?
Yeah, Jay. This is WA5.
Yeah, crystal clear. Sounds great. Sounds like it's supposed to now.
Okay, well, the reason I asked is during the break here, I had another IF board, and then the microphone circuitry is on the IF board on these 820s. So, thought maybe the problem might have been in there. This IF board seems to have a AGC problem on it. I'll have to troubleshoot that. So, same old MC50 mic, same inverted V, up about 40 feet, and I am running barefoot. So, hope everybody's staying warm enough. Man, this summer hit with a vengeance. I don't think I'm going to make it if it starts this hot this early. I usually count on June to be kind of bearable, but if June is not bearable, I just don't think I can take 3, maybe 4 months of this stuff. I'm a fall and spring guy, totally. Hi to everybody. Everybody sounded good. The band sounds pretty good tonight, giving the heat and all. At least it's not any. I kind of wish it was static. It means there's a thunderstorm somewhere besides northern Oklahoma. So, hi to everybody. And I'm start thinking about Hamcob and pray for a little cooler weather for that. Since they got, especially since the tailgate is just coming back, right? Back to you, Jay. Thanks a lot for picking me up. WA5EDX.
Okay, Byron. Yeah, good deal. That's what AC's for. If we stay inside when it's too dang hot. Well, that's the idea anyway. Thanks for checking in. We'll catch you later. Mr. Bob, KA5CXG, your turn.
Okay, Jay. Everybody say 5CXG. Now here's today's going. It's hot. It's 103 today. And they say more is coming. So, here we go. Not much going on. I guess we didn't do any antenna work today, I can tell you that. No outside antenna work for me today. That'll have to be in the middle of the night or so. Anyway, hope everybody has a good week, and I'm trying to someday get my marauder on the air. That'll happen maybe in the fall. But I don't know. Anyway, everybody has a good week. Everybody's sounding real good. And I am hearing some storm static. I can only hope. Anyway, we'll catch you later. Everybody enjoy the net. 35-6.
All righty. Thank you, Bob. Yep. Working at night with Cornbread used to do that. Of course, with him, it didn't make any difference whether he was out there in daytime or nighttime, but he'd go build his antennas at night sometimes. I don't think I could do that. We'll catch you after a while. KM5QS with the Boat Anchors Unlimited. Sammy, W5DCP, you checked in a while ago. You got something for us? Okay, maybe later. Mike, KL7CD, go ahead, sir.
Okay, Jay, thanks for picking me up there. And good evening to the Boat Anchors Unlimited Net. This is Mike. That's my name. I'm in New Braunfels, Texas, and my call is Kilo Lima 7 Charlie Delta. Tonight I'm transmitting on a Helicrafters HT-44. The transmitting part of Twins assembly that Helicrafters manufactured and sold between 1962 and 1965. The receiver is an SX-117. I have the matching speaker and power supply for the transmitter. Same old rig I always run. Shure 444D microphone is what I'm using right now, and I'm feeding that into a Heathkit SB220 running about 850 watts up to a dipole up about 25 feet. It's got hot down here in the south. It's, I don't know what it was today, but it was in the mid to high 90s, and it's projected for about the next week. Mid to high 90s, even breaking triple digits, maybe toward the end of the week next week. So it's warm here. Sunny, clear, bluebird day. There was a breeze, thank goodness, but it's pretty tough. So that's what's happening down here, Jay. Back to you. KL7 Charlie Delta in the hill country.
Okay, Mike. Yeah, it's summertime in Texas. What can I say? It's I remember when it used to do this back in the oh, never mind. Anyway, all right, that's all I've got on the list. Lynn, you want to try for some more, and then I'll pick it up when you run out?
Recheck.
There was somebody in there. Who was that?
Recheck.
Recheck, go ahead.
Did you find me that?
Okay, well, if we heard you a while ago, we didn't know it, but go ahead and talk to us now.
I know. I haven't checked in yet. Is this early check-in, or is the net almost over? KG5,
No, it's fine, Ron. Go ahead and tell us about it. We're just about to take new check-in.
Well, it's about the same old, same old. I intended on having the Swan 175 on the air today, but didn't happen. Running rig power, the old Kenwood, stock MFJ mic, Alpha Delta DXCC dipole. That's about it. That's it. KG5BZ.
Well, let me ask you a question or two about the single band Swan. That's a pretty old radio. Have you replaced all the paper and electrolytic caps in the thing?
Yeah, it's still got a lot of the old cardboard wax covered caps in it, but they're going to have to be replaced. I'm working on it.
Yeah, it won't. Those have turned into resistors. I wouldn't turn it on with those still in there because you're likely to melt some tubes and stuff.
Roger. Yeah, I gotta come up with another. Oh gosh, what is that? That transformer, a variac. I gotta come up with another variac also. Over.
Well, you really don't. I mean, a variac is a good idea to turn something on with that you haven't tried before. But if all the components in the radio are good, you really won't need a variac after that.
Yeah, well, it's gonna be an experiment. Remember, it went under the ocean, but we'll get her back on the air. Over.
All right. Well, let me compliment you on your signal this evening. Very nice into Austin, Texas. Everything else good on your end?
Yep.
Okay, all right. Well, good to hear you, and glad you let us know you were there because I was just about to take some check-ins. Anything else before I see who else is lurking out there?
No, go for it. Good evening to the net. Thanks for letting me in. Thanks for being here. KG5BZ, back to net.
All right. If you need any help working on that Swan, let us know because a lot of us have worked on a lot of Swans, and they're great radios. All right. Who else for the Boat Anchors Net this evening? K5LYN. Listening?
K85LYL.
Kilo India 5, Oscar.
Okay, I got LYL and Oscar. Who were the others?
I got an Oscar under you.
Okay, yeah, I got Oscar. I think there was somebody else. That's you, Mike. And let's go ahead and talk to Todd. LYL, pick it up.
All right. Well, hello, everybody. This is K85LYL, and no more boat anchor stuff. We're starting to downsize here. So on a modern rig, the oldest thing here in this chain is the amplifier. It's a Ameritron AL80, the original one, the very, very first one. There's no letter behind it, single meter. And we're doing about, 900 watts, something like that. Rig is an ICOM IC7300. That's an ICOM 7300. Just a hand mic for the time being until we can put our hands on a desk microphone for this. Let's see. Into an all-center fed dipole. I don't know, maybe the feed point is 25 feet. That's our claim to fame. Back to net. K85LYL.
It's working fine, Todd. Nice signal into Austin. Since you're on a modern radio, how about my frequency? Am I still on frequency?
Yes, sir. 387000.
All right. We'll leave it alone then. I turned it on at 1:30 this afternoon, and it just barely settled down about the net time because I've been correcting it a lot before we kick this thing off. All right. Good to hear it from you. Thanks for the report. Who else for the net? Wait a minute. I already got one. Oh, Mike, is that you?
That's me. I'm over here in southwest Travis County. You copying me okay?
Nice signal, Mike. What's happening on your end?
Oh, not much going on tonight. Running the Drake R4A and T4X. Running barefoot tonight. Sure 444 mic into the ladder line going out to the 80-meter loop. And you guys sound like it's pretty hot where you are. It's 75 degrees at my shack. Y'all should be over in this part of the woods. KI500.
Now that's 75 because of your amplifier. I mean, because of your air conditioner, right?
Yeah, roger.
Yeah, I thought so, because it's pretty hot here in central Austin. Hey, the Drake twins are doing a great job. Barefooted, strong signal. That just goes to show what a good antenna will do.
Yeah, actually, I've got a Wyndham I'm starting to build just to test out, just as an alternate antenna. The 80-meter loop I have runs right next to my power line coming into the house, and I get a little static out of it. So I'm going to try to build this Wyndham. It's not a Carolina Wyndham. It's more or less an off-center fed dipole, and put it on the opposite side of the house away from those power lines.
I've got the same problem on the front yard of my house, and as soon as we get through with the construction project next door, they're renovating the house, I'm going to do the same thing, put a smaller, different antenna on the back of the lot and see how that compares, because I share your concern about that. And of course, I got 3 internet companies besides the power lines going down right in front of my antenna. Anyway, good to hear you, Mike. Nice, strong signal. Anything else for the group this evening?
That's all I got.
Good to hear everybody on the net. Everybody's coming in loud and clear here, Southwest Travis County. KI500, back to net control.
You've done very nice work on that station. Doing a great job. All right, let me have another couple of check-ins before I give it back to Jay. Who else is out there? K5LYN calling.
KA5D.
Whiskey Alpha 5, Delta Sierra. Okay, wow. I got Kyle, and I got a bunch more. Who was, did I hear a Tango in there? Kilo 5, Lima Tango. Okay, K5LT. Hi, Lyle. Now, was there a WA5 call in there? Whiskey Alpha 5, Delta Sierra. DSS. Okay, we'll pick up all you guys. Let's pick up my other neighbor here, Delta. Kyle, pick it up. K5LYN.
K5LYN, it's KA5D. Good evening, Lynn. We sounded good as always here, about a mile away. We're running 100 watts on a wire tonight on the FTDX 3000. And not too much else going on. Just enjoying listening to all those fine tube radios out there. And I'll just give it back to the net.
Absolutely beautiful signal, Kyle. And I'm a little bit more powered up than you usually hear me. Instead of the Central Electronics, I'm on the Heathkit. That gives me a good 700 watts into the antenna. You're probably hearing me pretty well over there.
Oh, yeah, you're pegging it. You're 60 over here.
Yeah, you got a nice signal here, too. Okay, hope to catch up with you this weekend. We'll be around. All right, let's see. Let's talk to K5LT. Hey, Lyle, what do you say?
Oh, good evening, Lynn. Everyone on the net. Doing good tonight. Staying cool underneath the air conditioner. And everybody talking about being hot. Yeah, it was. I was up at, my daughter had her AP Physics final exam today. They had to race cardboard boats across the swimming pool. Make it to one end and then turn around and paddle the way back without turning it into a submarine. So, got to be out in the sun all afternoon watching that little event. That was fun. Good deal this afternoon. So, it's going to be wet cardboard to me I got to do something with. Fortunately, on cheap. Anyhow, running the usual tonight. Running the Heathkit SB101 and through the Heathkit SB201 amp out to the antenna, running through the cedar trees. So, everything else is going good. So, back to you, Nat.
All right, yeah, we're talking Heathkit to Heathkit. I'm on the Marauder, but it's a little bit more ancient, about 1962. Now, tell me about that boat they made again.
Okay, it's a cardboard canoe for their AP high school. Materials are duct tape, cardboard, and trash bags. And you got to put 4 people in it and row it across the city swimming pool and back.
Well, does the plastic make it waterproof? I can't figure out. I thought you said cardboard a while ago, but I couldn't figure out how that was going to work.
Yeah, it's made out of cardboard, and between the duct tape and the trash bag, you get enough waterproofing on it so that the cardboard doesn't saturate with water by the time you make it across. So they did good. They had a few that didn't make it. They had a few that turned into submarines, but it was fun. It was interesting.
Oh, that's super cool. I mean, for kids to build something and put it to work, I wish there was more and more of that. That is great. All right, Lyle, anything else for the net tonight?
No, sir, I have nothing else. It's just staying cool. So back to you, Lynn. K5LT.
Okay, we're going to pick up one more, and then I'll give it to Jay. Now, WA5DSS, if we've talked before, I've forgotten. Get us straightened out, will you? Over to you, K5LYN.
Yeah, WA5DSS, name is Bill. We're in Kerrville, running a KWM2. I've checked in a few times, I believe, mostly late. The weather here is about like everything else, I guess. We had an overcast this morning, so I was able to get some mowing in and a little tree trimming before it got really too hot. The mornings have been nice here. It's just the afternoon and the evening is chilly. Still playing around with this KWM2. I got to get some hum out of the audio. I've been researching how to do that, and also the ALC indicator still doesn't work. I'm going to have to play around with that. Looking at the watt meter, I see I'm not getting out fairly well, so I'm not particularly worried about But anyway, that's about it. We'll turn it back to Ned, WA5DSS.
Okay, make sure I got the name right. Dell, as in computers, is that right?
Yeah, Bravo, India, Lima, Lima.
Ah, so I didn't have it wrong. Bill, okay. All right, fine, Bill. Good enough. Two thoughts. One about your KWM2. Are you using the Collins power supply on that?
Yeah. I have a stock power supply with the backup too.
Okay. Forgive me if I'm telling you something you already know, but it's recommended by all the Collins experts that if somebody hasn't already put a relay in that power supply so that your on-off switch just turns on the relay and the relay then sends the power to the radio, the on-off switch will eventually burn out. I mean, sooner rather than later, really, because too much current goes through it. If that hadn't been done for temporary, you could just leave it on and use a power strip or something like that to turn the radio on and off, or a variac, because those on-off switches are pretty prone to failure if all that current goes through there. You may have heard that already, Bill, over.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing. The power switch works. There's no relay in it. I don't think there's been many mods. One of the first things I did was check underneath to see what was going on. But I don't think it had that relay mod. I've been just turning it on and off with a power strip back in the day.
Yeah, you're doing the right thing, because the on-off switch is pretty well guaranteed to fail on the KWM2 after 50 years if it has to switch all that current. Okay, one last comment about the ALC. I've had several Collins stations, and I'm in the Collins Collector Association. Most of us give up on the ALC circuitry and the meter readings and quit worrying about it. Certainly, your decision's up to you, but a lot of us just quit fooling with it because it's really critical and hard to make it work right.
Well, that's a good thing to know. I've read a couple of articles that said, well, if you think there's one particular tube that you can replace and check some of the circuitry around that tube. So right now, I mean, every now and then it kicks up, but right now it's just sitting on 0. And I'm peaking at about over 120 watts according to the writing. So whatever's happening, it's not getting in very well. Back to you.
Okay, yeah, I wouldn't worry about it. And most of the people that I know quit worrying after a while. Okay, Bill, great to hear you. We're here every Wednesday. Come by more often, okay?
Yeah, I sure will. I enjoy it. I just, a lot of times I'm just busy on Wednesdays. So whenever I have some free time, I like to check in, listen to the radio. Very nice net. Whoever organizes this thing, I really would like to thank them. WA5DSS, quick.
Okay, those folks have gone on to the promised land, but they did a good job, and we've kept it going for many years now. All right, Jay, KM5QS, why don't you take a turn here, and I'll do some checking up on things around here. K5LYN.
Oh, okay. I might a comment on the KWM2. The first and second stage mic amps for the 6AZ and the 6U8A is the second stage. If they're not perfectly up to snuff, that can affect your audio indications pretty good too. But you may have already checked all your tubes and everything, so that'd be, whichever. I got somebody knocking at the door, Lynn. Can you hang on for a minute? KM5QS.
Yeah, we can do that. All right, I was going to re-zero a little bit, but I guess if I'm in the ballpark, that's close enough for jazz. All right, who else for the net? K5LYN, listening?
K0, Sierra Echo Delta.
SED. Steve, how are you?
I'm doing fine, Lynn. Just trying to get everything working like it's supposed to, but I'm not sure it is.
It sounds fine down here.
Yeah, I guess I am. I finally looked over the watt meter. I'm putting out about 600 watts. Anyway, I'm on the Kenwood 520 and a 30L1, and just kind of sweltering away in the heat. And that's about it up here, Lynn. Back to you. K0, SCD.
Oh, nice signal, Steve. You got any travels to the, I guess do they call that the far eastern Caribbean? You got any trip going on to the island?
Oh, not until the winter time. I'll wait until the hurricanes all go away before I go down there, but just got my car back today out of the shop. Hit a deer outside of Jackson, Wyoming about 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, what happened outside of Wyoming?
Oh, I hit a deer.
Oh, not good. How bad?
It was $6,400.
Oh, man. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Did you have to drive it back damaged, or would you have to have it fixed out there?
No, luckily the airbags didn't deploy. It knocked the left front end off of it. Both the fender, the hood, the grill, the bumper, all that. But it was drivable.
But the airbags didn't deploy?
Nope. He hit me in the side.
Okay, all right. That makes good sense. All right, Steve, whatever the case, you got a great signal in Dawson. Anything else for the net?
No, that's it, Lynn. You guys play pretty.
We're trying. It takes some practice. All right, who else for the boat anchors? K5LYN listening?
Recheck LYO on the boat anchor listing.
Okay, I got a let me figure out who the recheck is.
K85LYO.
Go ahead, Todd.
Okay, I'm not sure how well you're hearing me. I'm running about 900 watts, maybe the band. K85LYO Todd, I got a listing for the net. It's an it's a boat anchor related because it's a tuner.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, it's a Drake. Mike November, that's MN4. Drake's MN4, that's the 200 watt HF antenna tuner that matches the 3 and the 4 lines. You got a TR3 or TR, I'm not gonna go into that. But all the stuff. Y'all know all the stuff that covers that it matches. It looks great. Works great. It's in line now. I use it for my TS590 SG Kenwood backup rig. And I'll either take 1 1/4 for it, or I'll trade it for an ICOM desk microphone. An ICOM 8-pin round desk microphone. Over.
Okay, how do they get in touch with you?
Oh, crap, that's right. 361-816-7748. 361-816-7748. Back to net.
Okay, a Drake antenna tuner, 361-816-7748. Anything else, Todd?
That'll do it. Remember, this is the 200 watt tuner. It's not the MN2000. This is just the 200 watt one, so it won't handle the net. Back to net.
All right, very fine. All right, somebody tried to check in the same time Todd did. Let's see who that was. I'm listening.
It's Mike, N5MO.
Mike, how you doing? Pick it up.
Oh, that's very good. Good evening, everybody on net. Tonight I'm on my old TS520. Running a 100 watt barefoot. My Chicago MC60. Bunch of dipole antenna. Anyway, just found out $10 here, and there y'all were. I forgot about that net tonight. Anyway, that's why I'm on the old 520 tonight. N5MOK.
All right, fine. Nice signal, Mike, into Austin, and it's been a few weeks since we've heard you. Everything okay on your end?
Oh, everything going good. Each other know.
All right. Good to know things are well. All right, let's see if Jay's back. Jay, are you there?
Recheck, please.
Okay, Jay must not be back yet. Who's trying to get in there?
This is Denver, N50JB with recheck.
Go ahead, Denver.
Well, I just wanted to, I forgot a while ago to tell y'all, I've also got my YC601 hooked up to with this 101. So I'm almost a complete, well, I guess I am a complete Yazoo station.
Well, that's fun to do that. The only time I can do that is if I've got the Collins on, where it's Collins head to toe. Other than that, it's kind of a scrambled egg situation.
No, Roger. Well, I just want to be darn sure I threw that in there because I forgot to tell you a while ago I had that YC601 hooked up.
Okay, well, it's all working for you. Good to hear you. Anything else for the group?
No, that's it. I'm just aggravating y'all.
Well, we're pretty hard to aggravate. I think we can roll with it. All right, let me have a couple more check-ins, and after that, I'll check in and see if Jay's back. Who else for the net? K5LYN.
K5LPH.
I better spread them out a little bit, guys. I heard 3 at least check-ins. I didn't get a single call. Let's try it again. Okay, let's try it. Is that TOJ?
Yeah, whiskey 5 TOJ. Carrying back, Texas, no traffic.
All right. Want to tell us about your station tonight? Hang on, Steve. All right, well, glad you came by. You're hearing a 1962 heat kit on my end. All right, I got KB0UOA. Talk to us, Steve. Well, Steve, it's amazing we can hear you. The sun's still shining here in Texas. How about up there in Kansas? All right. If there's any lightning, get that thing disconnected, but you got a nice signal into Austin. Good to hear you. Okay, let me move on. Was there a W5TL or something like that a minute ago? I'm listening. Okay, that was TOJ then. All right. Well, all right. Let's see. JKM5QS, are you back? Okay, well, Jay's handling something significant, so let's have some more check-ins. K5LYN, listen.
K5JPH. India.
Okay, I got Steve in the Hill Country, India. Pick it up. Hey, Steve, it's over to you.
Oh, okay. I thought I doubled with somebody. I thought I heard somebody else in there.
Well, there was several of us talking, but we're sorting out the confusion. You got the floor now. Pick it up.
All righty. Very good afternoon to you. Good evening, Lynn and a multitude out there from WD5H&I. Name here is Steve, and we're out southwest of the Austin area near the Pedernales River, and it's a nice 88 degrees in the shop tonight. Out here a little warm, but we're getting by it, and I just kind of wish I didn't think this hot weather comes zapping in so fast, but I guess we're going to have to just deal with it. But anyway, good evening all. Tonight we're on a Swan 350, running barefoot, the old plain Jane 350. Running the Shure microphone, and all that's going into a full-wave loop fed with homebrew ladder line, and the loop is a 160 fed antenna, a loop around the property here. So that's about the rundown here. I hope everybody's surviving the heat okay there. Over.
Steve, I always say you have the best sounding Swan 350 I ever heard. Tonight is no exception. And by the way, you're talking about the weather. Yeah, I expect it to be hot, but you know, I don't remember it being so dry. This is bothering me. Usually in the springtime, you walk down the street and you're wet head to toe by the time you get half a block. Not like that right now, and that's kind of concerning.
Roger, roger. Well, I didn't make squat for potatoes this year. We planted 22 pounds of potatoes, and I barely got a decent return on my investment. So what can I say? It's just a dry spring, and maybe I look at it this way in a positive note. Maybe we'll have an early fall. Is that possible? So we'll see. Take care, all the best, and I appreciate you guys doing that. K5LYN and a multitude. WD5H&I. Take care.
All right, fine, Steve. Very nice signal, and you've done great work on both the Swan and the Collins stations you operate down there. All right, who else for the net? I'm listening. Was that HOV? Okay, talk to us.
Whiskey Alpha Lima Tango. We're located in Lake Dallas, right north of Dallas, Texas. Running a 812 barefoot into an inverted low of 50 feet, with an SG-235 pin. The band sounds funny tonight. Some of them are good and strong, and some of them you just can't hardly hear it all. But that's 80 meters in the summertime for you. I'll get off here and let you get back to calling your roll. 235, HLV 73, gentlemen.
Hey, I want to tell you how great that Hot Water 12 sounds, barefooted. You got a nice signal into Austin. Spectacular work on your part. Did you have to do a lot of stuff to get it up and running?
Say again, please.
Did you have to do a lot of work on that Hot Water 12 to get it running so nicely? It's great.
Dan Carlos, WAZ was the one that put this thing back on the air for me.
Yeah, it's I think they're both magic, Walt. They're both magic. All right, great to hear you. Anything else for the net tonight? Oh yeah, you got a spectacular signal. Powerful, good sounding audio, and you're right, Dan does nice work. All right, let's move on. Who else for the boat anchors? K5LYN, listening?
K5 JPH.
Okay, JPH?
Roger, name is James. Morning, afternoon, whatever it might be. Hot day. Listen, Steve, I just wonder what side of the river Steve's on, the east side or the west side. I'm on the east side of it.
H&I, you still there?
Yes, sir. Hello.
Yeah, talk to James.
Hey, Steve, are you on the east side of the river or the west side?
I am on the west side of the river. I'm over here. I'm just about 6 miles from the state park.
Man, I can't believe we can even talk. But I'm right down by the old Mona's boat ramp. But no, I'm just running the Kenwood CS 830 sugar, and no amp, anything. Just off center fed 160, and I don't know if it's working or not.
It's working just fine, James. Yeah, we've talked to you before. I couldn't call your name when I first heard you there, but yeah, we know you. No, it's doing a great job. And Steve is here a lot, so I'm surprised you guys haven't crossed paths out there sometime.
Steve's probably seen my ugly black truck with the big antenna on it.
Well, or you guys meet up at Belton sometime. Okay, James, good to hear you. Anything else for the net this evening?
Negative, Dan. Thanks for getting me in there, and everybody have a good afternoon.
Yeah, well, you got great signal. Doing a nice job. All right, who else for the boat anchors net this evening? I'm listening. I heard a call, but it went by me kind of fast and not super strong. Try it again. Okay, did I hear KD5HR? You straighten me out on that. That's what I think I heard, okay? Well, it's breaking up a little bit. Is anybody hearing that fella better than I am? The conditions are kind of shaky, and I'm not hearing you all that well. Let's give it another try. Is anybody hearing him better than I am? We're going to let it go this time. Give us a try next week, okay? Okay, Alpha Delta 5 HR, is that right? Okay, are you good in QRZ.com? If so, I'll send you an email.
Comment?
Okay, I think we got it figured out. Kind of shaky, though. All right, anybody else out there wants to check in with us? K5LYN, listening?
Comment, Lynn?
Go ahead, Joseph.
WA5EIJ. That previous station, AD5HR, he may have some RF on his mic, which is might be why we were having difficulty copying. I say maybe if somebody else has a Got a clear signal of him. I'll go ahead and comment, over.
Yeah, well, I did that with nobody came in. Yeah, I think I know it now. I think I figured out who it is. We're going to double check. But yeah, it was a little bit rough here too, Joseph.
Okay, proceed. You're doing a good job, young man.
We as long as people talk, I talk back. So we'll go again.
We're trying to help you. Keep going.
All right. Who else for the boat anchors? We're listening. HLB, Greg, you got a nice signal. Give me the prefix to your call again. It went by me too fast. Okay, I've heard of Castroville. Tell me a little bit more about where it is. Okay, I know exactly where you are then. Not all that far, really. All right. Greg, have we talked to you before? I don't recall. My name's Lynn. I'm in Austin. You're hearing the Heathkit transmitter from about 1962 here. The Heathkit Marauder. Back to you.
Okay, now this is my first time I think on here. I'm running Alpha 746, not the Pro. I'm on 100 watts barefoot, and it's into a G5 RV of 47 feet QSL.
The G5 RV is a remarkable antenna. Have you used it on some other bands?
Yes, I do. As a matter of fact, I've got it just hooked in the ladder line into 100 feet of coax, and it being up 47 feet, I can actually see 10 to 160 on it.
Yeah, I've got one still in a package, and I'm going to be putting it up in the backyard after we get some construction done around here. It's a strangely configured but good antenna, and it's working through you. You've got a nice signal into Austin. Once you've stumbled across here, we call this the Boat Anchors Unlimited net. Most of us are on vacuum tube radios, so your icon's a little bit different sort, but it's doing a nice job for you, and we always encourage people to come by that are interested in what you're doing. So thanks for coming by this evening.
You're very welcome. Yeah, the microphone I use is the LICM, the one made for Icom rigs, and I think it does a pretty good job on audio also, QSL.
Oh yeah, you got very nice audio. Yeah, I know Bob Heil. He and I've been to some meetings together and stuff, and he makes very nice equipment.
Yes, sir, he sure does. Well, it's great to talk to you this evening. I do real well. I've got one leg of the G5 RV going east coast and the other one north south. I talk from Japan, Grand Cayman Islands, Belgium, Italy, just about everywhere.
Okay, so you got that kind of in the shape of an L, is that what I heard?
Yes, sir. It's kind of a modified inverted V, but one wire, the 51 feet is going north-south, and the other one is going east-west, QSL.
That's probably what I'm going to be doing when I put mine up, so it's nice to make your acquaintance and to hear one on the air like that. All right. Well, Greg, we're here every Wednesday, so come by and say hello once in a while.
Look me up at Zion Lutheran Church and be glad to take you to the shack and show you around.
I don't get over in that direction very often, but we'll keep it in mind. But the whole station's working nicely for you. Glad you came by. All right, let me see if there's anybody else lurking out there. We're about to wind this thing down here. We've been on just short of an hour here. Who else wants to talk boat anchors tonight? K5LYN, listening?
AM5QS. I finally made it back, man.
We tried you a couple of times, Jay. Glad you're back. Why don't you wind it up this evening?
Okay. I was, it was a neighbor, some neighborhood stuff. Anyway, the Boat Anchors Unlimited net. This is about to close out the 5-star radio every week. It's also one of the better viewers for the net. You got your old stuff laying around, you can't get it to work, you check in here, maybe somebody can make you get up and talk. Yeah. Or maybe not. You have fun trying anyway, but you don't have time to think about being depressed. Okay, enough of the psychological BS. Is there anyone we've missed that would like to come in and talk on the Boat Anchors Unlimited net? Now, come now, please. Well, I think you finished it out, Lynn. All right. folks, we appreciate your time and effort to check in and participate and all that. It's a lot of fun doing this stuff. It's a pleasure to hear these old rigs on the air. So we'll see you next week. And with that, we now return to frequency to normal amateur view.
Big group tonight, K5LYN.
Yeah, pretty good. Too bad I had to miss out on the last part of it, but oh well, stuff happens.
Looking good, 1NJ, WB5TXW.
Hey, yeah, we get breakfast Saturday morning in El Nuevo, Mexico, 8 o'clock. Anybody that's invited, come on over.
You gonna go all the way to New Mexico for breakfast?
No, it's right up the street.
Okay.
For Jay, he might as well go all the way to New Mexico. It's a long drive either way.
Well, I was going to say, if you're going to do that, just go on into Hobbs, stay on the main north-south highway. There's an IHOP in there about midway through town, and they're real good.
Yeah, they are, especially when you're on the road. All right, Joe, I'm going to go off and watch the TV. 73, K5LYN.
Good night, Lynn. Thanks. You too, Jack.
Good night, Lynn. Real good.